Hey YouTube, this is March 22nd, 2025. This is my first check at hive number 2. And they are loving the sugar. Big time. That's actually really cool. Oh, there's a spider on that one. Die, spider. See how they just casually just kept eating away outward? That's really cool to see. So these bees are loving the sugar and they're going to town. Even on this outer edge over here, they're going to town on all this. So that's pretty cool. So they are not going to be too happy, but I'm going to pop them open and see where we're at. But it's a good sign they're feeding. So that's really good. I'm going to leave this over here for them. And take my inner cover off here to help them. Or at least that was the goal. Man, they are packed in here. That's awesome. So this is the first inspection since like a while. So since last year. I've been walking out here and looking at them, but I haven't actually inspected the hive. So these are very sealed. Very, very sealed. Okay, they're not doing much in that box. It may be time to go ahead and move that one so I can get them going more. Let's see how their sugar stores all look. Actually, let's go ahead and pop one of these frames out here. They're starting to, ooh, hive beetles galore. This is not good. This is not good. These freeloaders are everywhere. Okay, this is not good. This might be why this hive is going to be a little testy. There was all over that frame, but that was also the frame the bees weren't at much. Good news is, they do still have honey, or they're making it from the sugar. Nice and capped compared to the other ones. It looks like that's the only, oh, nope, this one has hive beetles too. They're stealing it. So I'm gonna have to make a hive beetle trap. I have a feeling that's gonna be a problem with all these. Yeah, they are all over me right now. Looks like they got plenty of honey. Still got honey, so that's a good sign. I think they're trying to sting me. They're bringing in pollen, looks like, a little bit in there. And this is why you always suit up. right here. Because you don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm in a full metal jacket. I can relax, go nice and slow. And just casually check frames. See, there you go, there's a good one. Look at all that. All that larva and brood. And I got some drones down here at the bottom. If you can see right here, that's drone brood, and that's regular brood for worker bee. So they're doing very well on all that. And remember, with this type of veil, you want to keep this away from your face a little bit, or they'll sneak a sting on you if you ain't careful. So now I can check all these. If they will let me. They got them all, since it's been a few months, they got them all set down to the deal there. A little bit more brood, a lot more brood, older brood and younger brood. Tons of brood for bees. They're very well ready to go. This one is actually probably a good one, a good candidate for splitting. And since I haven't touched these in a while, they got all these things stuck to the bottom. I'm actually killing some brood on accident that they got in between, that they made in between the frames. That's bees for you. They're bringing in pollen there. You can see that bee about the middle of the frame. Right there has pollen. So they're bringing in pollen. I think I just killed that bee on accident. Yeah, some of this is pollen. Bee bread, pollen right in there. Quite possibly. And you can tell I accidentally ripped some of them up here. A lot more on this one too. A lot of brood. They're capping it right now on these, that middle there. Some of it's hatching out, some of it's getting capped up really well. Doing a very nice job of this. So this is awesome to see. We're even building out this frame, as you can see. Building that one out even. Trying to. That's excellent. They're doing that with the other frame also. So I'm not going to show you the last frame, because I can already tell they're working on it. So I'm going to try to let them go back to their life a little bit. That's what larvae looks like when you accidentally kill it. They're mad at me, very much so, rightfully so. So I'm trying to be gentle. Some ways you can't really be gentle, but I try. But I can tell these feel like they're scooted a little bit. So these little punks, hive beetles, this is what you don't want to see, is a bunch of hive beetles. This is only one frame. So what I'm doing As I'm shaking it off, see if I can't get rid of some of those hive beetles out of there. Or at least move them out of the way. See, now they're just coming up on the frame and I'm just killing them. So this beehive is not the best as far as resistant to beetles. And I think that's been the biggest problem last year was that. So it looks like it's going to continue this year. So hopefully we can resolve that a little bit here. So I'm killing a few here and there. The bees, for whatever reason, tolerate them. They will take their honey stores to a degree, which isn't good. So now I'm playing whack-a-mole. With the hive beetles. I'm trying not to let them die in the hive. That's why I'm off to the side here a little bit. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I think that's all I'm going to be able to do for now. Okay, so these are getting stuck. I angled them a little bit because they're on accident. So what I'm going to have to do here, apparently I'm going to keep agitating them. I'm going to have to figure out right here where it started tilting. I'm going to have to make sure I get that in straight so I can put all my other frames in. And they're not any happier with me here. By any means, of the word. I'm pretty sure I'd have been stung about 1,000,000 times if they could have got away with it. And that is why you have a good suit. And don't be afraid to use it. You're not macho if you don't wear, just because you don't wear a suit. It's kind of idiocracy in my opinion. Because you never know when bees are going to do this. And you're going to be running and not able to do anything about it. That'd be a bad day for you. Now I'm just tightening up the frames so that way they don't make weird comb as much, hopefully. And now it's time to try to get under this box. This is going to be a very hard one to get under. But I feel like I have to try it. There we go. I think I got it. Oh yeah, there we go. Now hopefully you can still see me right here. I'm trying to adjust the camera for y'all. Hopefully that's a little better for you. But you can see they've went to town on a lot of this, building up random spots. They've got comb everywhere. They are very content where they're at. And they're not too happy with me being in here. I'm messing up their brood. And I don't think I'm going to put the sugar back unless I make one. They do not like me being in the bottom box at all. Even building out the comb down here a bit, bringing in pollen. See that? They're bringing in lots of pollen right now. And they got, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a small hive beetle trap, set it up in here. This is not good for that. Looks like the brood is mainly on the top. They got some right here on the corner. They're storing down toward the bottom, seems like. But that makes sense because they like the darker area. They do like darker areas for their brood. Oh, here we go. I spoke too soon. There is a good bit of brood on that one. And you can tell they're bringing in pollen and stuff too. A lot of drone. Lots of random brood, so that's really good. This hive is really doing well. This hive's always seemed to do really well, so this, minus the hive beetles, which is concerning with how many I'm seeing. But considering how strong this hive is, I think if I could set up a hive beetle trap, they'll make it through no problem. And plus I'll split them, try to disorient that. Lots of brood on that one. Oh yeah, they're doing great. They're going to town. There's tons of bees here. This hive is definitely working hard. They probably hate me. There's some drone brood right there in the middle. And hopefully this is the last time I have really bad camera angles. I'm gonna try to, I just ordered a chest mount. So hopefully y'all can be able to see what I'm seeing a lot better and make it more useful for y'all. That's why I try to talk my way through what I'm doing, why, in case you don't watch all my videos. Maybe this is the first time. If not, thanks for watching more of them. If you haven't subscribed, please do. At least like the video, please. So, they're bringing in lots of resources. And this last frame looks like they've drawn it out pretty decent. Yeah, they've drawn that out pretty well. So here's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna push all these back in, connect them up the best I can again, so that way it doesn't mess them up as bad, but they'll still redo a lot of the stuff I did, because I gotta fix everything I did. So this is gonna put them back behind a little bit, and put this frame back in here. Then get them in there, just so you get a better view of what's going on. Here's all this, and then here's this one. I'm not quite doing comb yet, but I'm gonna leave this box on just because how big this hive is. I'm not gonna leave this on anymore. I'm gonna make these bees go find their own way, and they're just gonna have to go back to the hive because I'm no longer feeding them. I think they're trying to sting my GoPro, jerks. I think they just stung the mic. Okay, jerks. I'm trying to help y'all out here. And now I'm gonna flip this up here, and give them a little bit of pollen patty and call it good. Just to help with the brood that I destroyed. I just roughly grabbed a little chunk. There we go, kill another hive beetle one here, and there, and there. Any hive beetle I see dies in there. And that way, hopefully, this hive can knock it out of the park. But that is hive number 2. It's definitely survived over winter, and it's done fantastic.